Hello and welcome to my slimmingworld vlog. My name is Claire and I am doing 5 days of slimmingworld motivation. My quote today is, "Tiny steps in the right direction are better than big steps in the wrong one." Good morning, welcome back. So we are on day 3 of my slimmingworld motivational vlogs. I'm going to do 5 days and so far I am on track, which is great. I didn't know when I crazily suggested I'd do this if I could actually keep it up, but so far getting the little bits of vlog put together, keeping on track and posting is going well. Just out for a little walk before work with the dogs. We have a little block we just go round. It's a lovely morning, like not raining, not windy, just a nice autumnal morning, which is good. So I'm getting some steps in before work. Breakfast. I was going to have ham and eggs, but I'm not really feeling that hungry. I'll see how I feel when I get in. I might whack some ham and eggs in. Then this evening, the boys have a class after school, so I will come home and prepare their dinner. I think they're going to have meatballs and tagliatelle. And then I am going to have salmon for my dinner, done in the air fryer. I'm now going to get my lunch ready when I get back home. And yeah, so thanks for joining me. I've had some really great comments, which I will speak about later when I've got some more time. And you've all really motivated me to keep going with this, and I hope it's motivating you too. Making myself some ham and eggs for breakfast quickly. There is a teeny tiny bit of water in the bottom of this, like I think it's like half a teaspoon. I've just dripped the tap over it. When I first read the instructions on doing these microwave eggs, that is what it says to do, so that's what I do. I'm not feeling that hungry this morning, but I'm not going to have dinner till quite late, I don't think, and it just keeps me going for the day. So I'm going to have it. I'm going to pop these in for 40 seconds. Pop a couple of slices of ham. Pop my beans in the microwave now. Just taken a slimmingworld pea and ham soup out of the freezer, which I'm going to pop in the microwave now while I'm having my breakfast, and then that will go in my show flask for work. Also, I'm taking to work with me a banana. I have got a Turkish Delight Mola Light. This flavour is absolutely yummy. I'll double check the sins because this one that's sprinkled with chocolate I believe is 1 sin, but I will double check that. Got my hydrate full of sugar-free lemon squash. I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely not drinking as much at the moment, and that does affect how hungry you're feeling, because if we're thirsty, I think you can sometimes feel hungry, so make sure you're keeping your fluids up. Been here before, then a massive big welcome. This week I am doing 5 vlogs in a row because for me it's for motivation, for you guys hopefully it's going to motivate you too. So I'm now home from the school run. I'm now going to start preparing the boys' dinner. They are out at the moment. I'm going to go and collect them and then they're going to have their dinner. But I thought I would share their dinner because even though this version isn't quite slim and well, because I'm doing them meatballs, and they've got these Asda meatballs, which are not low fat, not 5% or anything, but I'm aware that you can get 5% meatballs, 5% fat, 5% or less fat, reduced fat meatballs from Aldi. I'm not sure if Asda do a version of this, which are reduced fat. You can also get the slimmingworld meatballs, which are free. So there are options, or you can make your own meatballs using the 5% lean mince. There are options, and I do them meatballs. It's one of their favourite dinners. I'm having salmon tonight. I'm not going to be eating with them. But it is so quick, so simple and so yummy. And it's a great dinner for if you are looking for those family foods that you can incorporate the kids in rather than eating separate meals. Because I have some nights, like tonight I'm going to have salmon. It's probably just me that will have that. Mark will eat salmon, but it's not one of his favourite dinners. So he loves the meatballs. They're going to have meatballs. I'm going to have salmon. So this is a great meal if you're looking for meals to incorporate into your week that are great for all of the family. I'm literally now going to put these into my air fryer. I've got these little silicone inserts which are quite good for making this. So they're going to go in there. I'm going to brown them off. And then I pretty much put in an oxo cube and some passata and just cook them for a little bit longer in that sauce, and they love it. Serve it with tagliatelle and some Parmesan cheese or grated cheddar. awesome, really super quick and easy family meal. So now I'm going to pop that on for them, and I'll be back later to show you what I'm having. So like I say, I have just browned them off. Then I'm going to tip in my full jar of passata, and then I'm going to crumble in my oxo cube, and that literally just goes in now to cook for probably another 10 minutes or so. And yeah, like I say, dead quick and easy. And obviously with some Slimming World sin-free or homemade or low sin meatballs, this is just a really quick weekday tea, a good one for all of the family and the kids. So I am just finishing off the boys' dinner, and in a minute I am going to go to my weigh-in. So I missed last week's weigh-in, not deliberately, I just had things on the Wednesday so I didn't go, and then suddenly things came up on the Thursday so I didn't go then either. So then by that time I had missed it, but I am going tonight, so I'm going to go weigh-in first time in a couple of weeks. But before I go, I realised I haven't done our motivational quote of the day. So today's motivational quote is, tiny steps will still take you there. Yeah, tiny steps still take you there. I know we all start our slimming journey and we want it all to happen immediately, and the slowness can be so frustrating, and especially at this time of year when, like we're saying, we're a bit less motivated, we're possibly more likely to have days where we reach for things that we shouldn't, and events that we're going to, lovely Christmas parties and do's and family events where you're going to eat things that aren't on Slimming World plan. We don't want to miss out on those events. If you can plan if you want to do it in a Slimming World friendly way, then that's fabulous. If you plan really carefully and have extra low sins on the other days, that is fabulous. But if it slows down your progress that little bit, but you're still doing the best you can on those other days, and even if it's a tiny step, like you're losing half a pound a week, or you're maintaining, or you're putting minimal weight on, as long as you're sticking to the plan as and when you can, and you're still heading in that correct direction, you'll get there in the end. It doesn't have to be fast, and it doesn't have to be immediate. In fact, our Slimming World consultant is always telling us that generally, and it's the same I guess with other weight loss plans where you're just doing some sort of faddy diet where you lose weight super quickly, the second you resume any sort of normality, you're going to put that weight on. So with Slimming World, it's all about learning your good habits, finding the food you like, finding the foods that fit the plan, and finding what works for you. And when you do that, you can lose that weight gradually, and then you can learn to maintain that lifestyle. It's not a diet that's going to come to an end, it is a lifestyle, and it is changing and tweaking your everyday normal diet and eating patterns to fit in with the Slimming World plan and to keep you on track to get to where you want to be. So keep taking those tiny steps and you will get there. I have just been to my weigh-in. I'm not gonna lie guys, I'm really annoyed with myself. So I put on 1.5 pounds. I'm annoyed, but I'm not surprised because, like I say, I suppose the whole, oh, my light's gone out. The whole reason for wanting to do this motivational week is because I know that I haven't been being my best self. There's been a lot of cheeky snacks that shouldn't go in this mouth. I did have a couple of mince pies at work the other day. I had my Chinese takeaway. So there has been things, when I look back, I know I haven't been true to plan the last couple of weeks. And it's only sort of been back on it the last couple of days. So it's given me that motivation I needed and that kick up the backside to get back on plan and get it done. Hopefully I'll get that 1.5 pounds off next week. Yeah, and just keep working on it. You know, it happens, doesn't it? Bit pants, but never mind. I'm gonna go home, have my salmon and couscous. Then tomorrow I think we're having soup and a toastie. But I feel that something else that I haven't been doing is writing things down. I feel I need to go back to actually taking a proper track of what I'm eating, because especially when you are veering a little bit off track, you can actually be a lot more off track than you think when you're not keeping track of what you are having. So I feel that that is my plan going forward into the next week. I am going to start writing things down again, keep a better track, because if I was to put on 1.5 pound every week now up until Christmas, you know, I'm now only £5, £5, I wish it was £5, half a pound down into my 11 stone bracket. Now, I do not want to go back up into the 12s. It took me ages to get in the 11s, and I'm not going back up, going down, staying in my stone zone, and I'm going down. So yeah, I need to really work on that. It's actually been the kick in the backside that I needed. I think sometimes when you miss your weigh-ins or you don't weigh, it's easy to pretend that everything's fine, because I haven't really noticed that I've put on a couple of pounds, well, £1.5 pounds. But next week, had I not weighed this week, I could be going along oblivious and put on another £1.5 pounds. Then you come to weigh and you put on 3, 4, 5 pounds. That's what I don't want to do. So yeah, I'm going to get back on it. I'm feeling even more motivated to do this now. So I'm not even going to pretend that I'm not sulking a little bit right now, but is what it is. I haven't earned a weight loss really. I'm now going to cook my dinner. I'm having salmon, so I'm just going to spray my air fryer, pop my salmon in there, and with my salmon, I'm going to put it in, just spray that on it, some Cajun. Got a JD Seasons Cajun. I'm going to pop a little bit of that over my salmon. And then what I'm also going to do with my salmon, put that in 180. I have got red pepper and tomato. I'm going to chop those up and put them in the air fryer. And I've also got this giant couscous, which is from Tesco Finest, and is 2 cents for the bag. That is actually really quite nice. That's my dinner. So I've just chopped up my pepper and tomato, sprayed it with fry light and sprinkled some basil over that. And that is going to go into my air fryer. And there you have my dinner. This was absolutely delicious. Love it. I haven't had salmon for ages. I don't know why. It is one of my favourites, and those roast veg were delicious. If you're enjoying the vlogs, don't forget to like and subscribe. There'll be more coming up soon.